really love movies. And today we have Halloween. It's Halloween. It's our favorite holiday. We're live. So we have here today with us our friend Bryan. He is a director, and we're gonna let him give a proper introduction for himself because we know him as our fellow horror fan and movie producer, but we don't know like all the lore. So tell us a little bit more about it.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Bryan Williams. I'm originally from New York State. I went to Howard University undergrad for film production and playwriting minor. And I moved out here about like 9 years ago. So I've been out here just mostly like writing, directing, grinding, working on sets here and there on like the independent, like field. And yeah, I mean my main, lately at least, my main genre has been horror and like thrillers, the kind of stuff I've been doing.
Nice.
Yeah, didn't you guys work on a film together? Was it a film or was it
What's a film?
Yeah, it's a short film. It was, that was a few years ago. That was, I'm still in the process of like fine-tuning that one.
Okay.
Yeah, you did all the BTS on that.
I did.
Oh, it was great.
I was gonna ask. I haven't seen it. I thought I was like such a horrible friend for not having seen it.
No, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
No, there was just like, I think there was a few issues with the edit.
Mm-hmm.
I have that footage now. I've just been very lazy on it, but that's something that I need to fix. So hopefully that will be done like early 2026.
Okay.
Well,
We're sad. We're ready to watch
No,
it.
I got you. Once it's done, I got you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And now, don't kick me if she sees this because I've met her a couple of times now. But who was the main character?
The actress was Heaven Porter.
Yes, she is bomb. She played the hell. I don't know what the part was. I don't know nothing about it, but she was in heaven screaming, just blood curdling going.
She was really good.
Yeah, she did that.
And she did another short film with a producer friend of mine. She directed that one, and Heaven's also in that. She's really good.
Nice. So I have to look out for her. She did that. Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yes. So we wanted to, I think we're gonna start with talking about the film that we just did like a little live reaction of, and then we'll kind of launch into asking a little bit more about your personal experience with horror films and all of that great stuff. So just to start off, on top of highlighting our Black film producer that we have with us here, we also got to view and we're going to review a movie that was done by Sadè Sellers, was her name? Yes, called Picture. It's on YouTube and I believe on Patreon. I can post a link below through Afro Horrors. So, what did you guys think of this?
For it being a short film, I loved it. I feel like it was well-rounded. It had little spooky aspects to it. I liked the music. I always like hearing the creepy music score in the background. You're like, something's happening. I liked that. I thought the actors did really, really good. I liked that it made me giggle a little, little funny parts. But overall, I liked it. I felt like it was very classic. It reminded me of Smile. And it also kind of reminded me of those like chain texts that we get back in the day, like if you don't send this to your 3 favorite people, you're gonna go to hell. And something like that. Like the monster's gonna creep into your bed.
Like the text with Momo and like this is gonna be like in your house if you don't figure this out.
Yes. That it kind of reminded me of that, like how you have to pass it on and it's like, I don't know, get this away from me.
Like, and I kind of liked how like our main character was flawed in essence, where she wasn't like, I know it's like short, but she wasn't contemplating like, how do I stop it? She was like, you're gonna
get this away from me real quick. However, I gotta pass this on. I want to do that.
She found it like 5 minutes, and then was like, okay.
Yeah.
I got it. I called the guy. I asked him about it. He said you gotta pass it on. I called the most immediate person I know.
Right. She's like, I kept trying. It didn't work. Pass it on.
Pass it down. I feel like they did really good for like the little time that they had, and then with the space that they had, I think they really made the most of that.
Oh yeah.
And everything. That was really dope. So
Yeah, they get a clock in for me.
right. Okay.
Yes.
make that into like more of like a feature film.
I hope so.
That could be really cool. I mean, like, and it's interesting that the characters are younger too.
Yeah.
Like Smile in all those movies is like an adult dealing with that problem, but like a kid dealing with that problem is like extra.
Yeah.
Especially, I feel like with now with like how technology is, like I feel like they could probably lean into that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people take like digital photos, where
True.
she likes like the more analog kind of stuff. I think that could be interesting.
There's a lot there.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned her being a kid because I was thinking like how desperate was this guy that he pawned it off to a teenager.
Oh, right.
He was pretty good. What you been seeing, bruh?
That's what I'm just, like I am very curious in like how that monster like sort of manifests more.
Yeah.
And,
Like there's definitely a lot they can expand on if they did make it a feature film. Like we can get into the dude, we can get into her. Like she probably has some past history, you know what I mean? She probably played like a Ouija board or something when she was younger.
And it's funny you kind of compared it to Smile because Smile started with that short film that we watched.
Yeah.
What was it, Jane? Or what was her name? She Can't Sleep or something like that? I think we watched it.
I don't remember what her name was, but we did watch the short film.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like horror stuff starts as small films.
No, you try to do it that way. 'Cause, if you have a short, it's an easier way to like get funding sometimes. 'Cause that's what I'm about to do with the next thing I'm doing. It's like I'm trying to raise money to do a feature version of it.
Okay.
And I think for people, it's like, hey, like this is my idea. This is what I can do with like the resources that I do have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, instead of like just making like a full like short film like without anything else to it.
That's true.
You know,
Because they submit the films to places too that also give them like recognition, and then that brings more attention to the artist, and then you can expand from there. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
you know.
So that's
It's
a
work.
great transition. So what can you tell us about what you're working on right now?
Right now, it's a slasher film. So
Okay.
in the vein of like generally like more so like the 1980s ones, and in particular like holiday slashers. So I'm calling it Black St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
It's like a play on like Black Christmas, and
Okay.
then it's also like black, literally.
Wow.
And then it's like St. Patrick's Day. So it's like, you know, so I feel like that's the title.
Okay.
And then the idea is, you know, again, in that vein of sort of like, like the college kind of slasher movie, you know, like the white fraternity characters and the black characters.
Oh,
Okay.
that's deep.
Really diverse.
I like that.
Well, you'll see.
Is it like an orchestrated order to like the deaths? I imagine.
Kinda. I mean, like, there's like it sort of goes in a there is like a structure to it, but there isn't. It was just kind of like I just wrote it and I was like, all right, now there will be this character. Then it'll make sense for these two characters to die at this point or something like that. But I try to just keep it as like what makes the most sense character-wise, and like, and if like whatever the killer's intentions are, but also kind of mix in with that too. Kind of like I also really like Scream.
Okay.
That's a little later, like it's like the 90s, but that's also a big influence.
Okay, but that's like where you're drawing your inspiration from. So will they have like a little satire to it as well?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think so. Like there's definitely humor to it, and I hope that again it evokes like an older, like a certain older feel to it, but also a very modern one as well. 'Cause
Can I ask,
Yeah.
how do you plan to do that? Give it the older feel, but keep it modern.
Well, I think like the older feel, just in terms of like some of the archetypes. Like I have one character who's like very much just like a white frat bro in a very like overt way. That is very funny, but characters within this are like more so kind of, I wouldn't say like chastising him, but like I feel like in older movies that character would just be like that character who don't like comment on their behavior, and I think this one they do.
Okay.
And there's some other ways that I hope it feels twisty and turny in some respects with the like the reveal of like who is actually behind the killings and stuff. I hope it can be more of like a shock in a way that is like clever, not just like, oh, you're just going for like a weird twist or something, and it makes sense. Which I think is always tough.
Yeah.
To like justify something in a horror movie, but I feel like you need to justify it in order to sell like the more ridiculous.
I see.
Interesting. I'm so excited. We're like
No,
curious now.
I mean, that wouldn't be ready, I know, till sometime 2026 because
Oh.
I'm still like in the pre-production phase and I plan to shoot in the beginning of December.
Oh. Of this year or next?
Oh, this year.
Oh snap. Okay.
Some of like my favorite parts of scary movies is just kind of like how certain scenes are set up, like how camera movement and lighting and sound can kind of contribute to the ambiance and kind of get you anticipating that next moment. So like, what are some tools that you use in filming to kind of build up that tension and kind of draw the viewer to be a little more excited in that?
Well,
Those heated moments.
you know, I always look at it again just from a perspective of like where the characters are, and I let that like inform the cinematography and the lighting because I think there's a what do you call it, a like almost like an instinct or a notion to like put it all out there and really like do it that way, but I try not to think too much like, okay, what's gonna be scary? That's what's gonna be true to this moment, and I think that adds to it. But like, you know, you have the moment of like, I have one in my most previous short film where we're kind of like tracking with one character, and there's a character in the room earlier. They're like at a stove, and the character goes to them, but then there's nobody there. And we just hold on that, and then he turns, and then the guy's like right behind him. And that's kind of like a classic kind of
That
jump
classic,
scare.
yeah.
But I try to think like, okay, how do we draw it out in a way that feels like normal, or how do I, you know, play with lighting here and there? I really like red or green, and that's like those can be motifs into like something strange is about to go down. And then yeah, just that, and then out of performance, really, like again, the most recent one I did, the character essentially playing the antagonist, he really got into it and had a and like just the performance itself created this eerie, uneasy feeling.
Okay, yeah.
You know, which I think really added to it, more so even than like, oh, music or something like that, but just the vibe of it.
Yeah, most definitely get that, like from characters like Florence Poe. That's how I say her name.
Florence Pugh.
Pew.
Pew.
Pew pew. I was thinking like Doe. Like D-O-U-H. D-O-U-H.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah, like with performances like hers where it is just kind of focused in on her and she's just breaking down in front of the camera, so that's
No,
pretty cool.
100%.
Have like a character that really leaves it all out there. Yeah.
When you see it in the eyes.
Yeah.
No, but for real, I mean, I think it makes it all it makes so much difference to it too. But again, like a movie like Get Out, I think it's really good because in a lot of ways, it's like you're watching it, you're like, okay, like I know.
Sorry.
I know what's gonna happen. It was a little stronger, no?
How do you taste? Did you try it?
It's
Try it.
very pickly.
It's very
Very
But
big.
it's also a little sweet. A little sweet to it.
That might be the vermouth because it's like Italian vermouth.
It probably is. And it's also a little peppery.
It's interesting.
Very
That would be the banana pepper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then have like that banana pepper juice and the peppers in it.
Yeah, there you go. There you
I
go.
was supposed to come up with the name, but I was thinking like spooky vibes, so greenish drinks. So we got like a little pickle martini. I think that's for some people scary enough.
Like poison apple.
Yeah.
Poison apple, like
Yeah.
Poison
Poison
pickle.
pickle. Cheers to the poison pickle.
Cheers to the poisoned pickle.
But
This pickle.
And you said you were.
oh, what's this? Oh, but like, I think Get Out has the structure of it is very classic in a sense where he's going to a house, you know something's up, and it's like kind of like it's probably something to do with race, but we don't know exactly. And then as the movie goes, all the people around him, I think what makes that movie so freaky is all the white people at the party, how they're acting, and it's very normal. But then there's a moment when, you know, they all turn around, he walks up the stairs and stuff, and you go like, okay, that's like very weird, but also it's like grounded in a reality, and I think that they sell that more so than anything else, and it really makes it creepy and scary.
I think some of the first creepy moments in that movie was actually with the black characters.
Oh,
With them
yeah.
acting like out of like, you know,
Oh yeah, for
out of
sure.
character for black people. And I thought that was
For
pretty funny
sure.
too.
Good
Like,
Lord.
when he went to like dap him up and he's like,
Right. I was like,
right,
that's unusual.
right.
She's a big,
It is like only a red flag.
Yeah. Lawrence Fishburne's all acting like he really wants to be with that old lady.
Lawrence, but I cannot.
Oh no, you're talking about Lakeith Stanfield.
Lakeith.
You know how good Lawrence Fishburne feels right now, though? You hear that?
Yeah.
It's
Really? Would that be
Let me not gas his head up. Why did I say that?
I had no
It's a
surprise.
It was a Freudian slip.
Yeah, I did.
Why did I say that? What's his name?
Lakeith
Lakeith Stanfield.
Yeah. I mean, I think either one of them would be honored by that mix up.
Honestly, though.
Yeah.
Don't mind me,
That's just what you got to her.
I just be talking.
Oh my gosh, other questions we have for you. This is really exciting because, like, I don't know, I've been watching horror movies wanting to kind of get into the brain of the people who make the movies, so.
Oh, thank you. No, seriously, I'm very happy to talk about it. And I mean, like, it's not, I haven't made any features yet or anything.
But you
So,
will.
you know, knock on wood, but right, I'm as much as just a horror fan as anybody. You know what I mean? So, like,
And so what are like some of the films you think kind of spark that, like, oh yeah, I want to do my own, like.
you know, weirdly enough, I was a very, and I still am in a way, but I was a very scared kid. Just of anything. And my cousin loved horror movies. So he would always try to get me to watch something that would freak me out. But I remember distinctly, like, the first horror movie I ever really, really watched was the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that came out in 2003.
Oh, okay.
I was in my grandmother's place in Barbados, and they didn't have like TV really, but there was a neighbor who had like a membership to whatever video rental place was there, and so like he let me, you know what I mean, and he let me and my cousin like use the car and we rented some movies. So I got like some regular kid movies, but like you got like that and Gothica, 28 Days Later.
Gothica with Halle Berry, right?
And that was like when it came out, you know? And so I'm just like 9 years old watching these movies. And it is, especially like back then, like I wouldn't see something like rated, if I saw something rated R, it was like censored on TV.
Right.
But this I'm just watching the DVD, so I'm just like
Okay.
mortified. That like, well, I'm never going to Texas. I was just like, oh,
No chainsaws for me.
I'm not going to mental institution. Like,
Right. I'm gonna stay out of that place.
Absolutely.
I remember freaked me out pretty bad.
No, it's-
Gothica
was nuts.
Yeah.
And it was, but for some reason, I think I always had like a fascination, even though I was afraid of those movies. I would do that, or the Bravo, you know the channel Bravo? They would have like 50 scariest horror moments of all time.
How do we go with the reality TV now?
I don't remember, they most likely stopped doing it. I don't remember when, but I just remember being a kid and watching some of those moments. But, you know, but then as I got older, I think I saw things like The Shining, and I saw The Exorcist, and I'm watching these films that are like, not just great horror movies, just great movies as well. And I think that really got me on that path. And then moving out here, and like the combination of like, okay, what kind of stuff should I start writing, or should I be focused on, and Get Out coming out, I was like, I think, because I had some horror ideas, and I was like, I think this is, you know, the path I want to go down.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, as you said, you went to school for film, but you eventually turned your attention into horror.
Yeah.
So before horror, what was your like main?
I think it was most likely comedy.
Oh, okay.
I've always liked like comedy. I've always liked crime films. I like all genres, but when you're starting out, I think the two easiest things, like the most practical things to do are comedies and horror movies. Because a comedy you can generally do for low budget, along with horror, but I think with comedy you need to have like a really fire idea to get people to want to see it. Whereas horror always has like a baked audience in a way.
Okay.
Not to say that you can just make whatever and people will see it, but if you you make a horror movie, you can be like very visual with it, and I think more people will give you benefit of the doubt even if it is bad. Whereas like comedies, if you make a bad comedy, people just think that's not funny. Like, I mean, like it, whereas like a horror movie, there's at least people that there was some cool kills.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Or there was like something.
It's a more welcoming community.
In a sense.
In a sense.
You know, and if you do really well with it, that's even better. But horror can be, I think, a little easier than that. But I've always had like a strong interest in like, you know, Martin Scorsese films and Tarantino, and I think those vibes I always liked. So it's like I would want to make a movie like that. But horror, I think it's just a lot more free in a lot of ways. And you can really, fortunately or unfortunately, like tap into some really dark stuff in horror movies that you can't really do with like a drama. Whereas like you can like talk about any taboo subject really.
That's true.
In a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like a kid dying is really intense. But
Yeah.
if you do it in a horror movie, it's not as like, you know, people are gonna look at you as crazy. You're just like, let's make a drama about like us losing a kid. It's like, that's heavy.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's like a director's playground.
I think so.
It
It definitely can be, you know. And now we're sort of hitting kind of like a plateau. Like we're getting like, you know, we have Sinners, we have Weapons this year, these big movies that are getting like a lot of critical attention. Whereas maybe a few years ago that isn't always so much the case. And maybe that one like elevated horror movie a year. But I think we're really in a place where it's like, oh, you can do this with a horror movie, or you can do that with a horror movie, and it will be successful, which is always a big thing.
You think Jordan Peele kind of opened that door?
I think so. I mean, he definitely for like black people and like other voices, definitely. I think that I think the Babadook came out like mid-2010s, but I feel like around that time. Have y'all seen the Babadook?
I have not.
It's like an Australian horror movie.
Oh,
But I remember that one being a big deal when it came out.
I feel like it was on that streaming service.
I've seen the little thumbnail for it.
Yeah.
It's creepy as hell. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
But I
Sounds
think-
really familiar.
No, it's good, it's good. But I think that coming out and a few other movies and like like The Witch. When The Witch came out, that's Robert Eggers. He did Nosferatu and like The Northman. I think a lot of those movies become bigger. Just like these are kind of smaller budgets and they are horror movies, but they're kind of like small dramas. And then there's like a hint of something really creepy in it. And I think that kind of started around then, and then I think Get Out like kind of pushed it even further.
Yeah, I think where I was going with that question, like, was it like with other themes being present with Get Out, like race conversation, did it kind of open a new door where other people can come in and make scary movies, but also kind of talk about something? I mean, I imagine they've been doing that.
They've been, like, every once in a while there'll be something like that, but I do think that, like, in the last 10 years, there's been more of a push, definitely for, like, social stuff, and I do think that Get Out's success definitely helped with that.
Yeah.
But then, and then, like, Hereditary, which is the movie Ari Aster did before Midsommar, I think Hereditary really leads into that, too. Have y'all seen Hereditary?
Yeah.
I did, but I don't remember.
That's
I
one
don't
of the
remember fine-tooth detail, but.
That's one with the mom, and she's like dealing with the grief of her dead mother, but then
The
her
daughter.
kid dies.
Yeah, she's the head.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the
she's
son,
yeah.
crazy.
That was nuts.
And it's like, then it's like her dealing with that, and dealing with the problems with the son, and like their whole relationship. And again, I feel like that those movies, but it's also very, very creepy and super demony. And I think like, you usually would only get one or the other.
Yeah.
You know, you're not getting both of those in one movie.
Sure.
Often. And I think the last couple of years has been a bigger thing of like, you're gonna have this horror movie that E24 is gonna make it. It's gonna be super, like it's not only is it gonna be really creepy, but like it's gonna
It doesn't end and begin with killings and hauntings and stuff.
Yeah.
It's more like social commentary now.
I would agree.
Okay, yeah. What was I about to say? I think that some of the scariest movies to me is like those movies that you you realize the demon, the monster is within you, kind of like with Smile, like there is no external enemy, you are the enemy or you are manifesting the enemy. I think those are like some of the most unsettling plot points for me.
I love those.
And like psychological stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like really leads into that. Have you ever seen Perfect Blue?
No.
That's more of like a thriller, but it's an animated film.
Oh, my sister, is it coming out in theaters again?
Yep.
My sister wants to go see it, so
Oh,
we're gonna see it.
it's heavy. I mean, it's very like I think Black Swan is influenced by it. He says it wasn't, but it is.
Oh.
That one, but it's that movie, and there's another movie I think that takes a lot from Satoshi Kon's work, but it's an anime film, but it's a really good like thriller. I won't give anything away.
Yeah, no.
I would say go see it. Perfect Blue. I have no idea why, to be honest with you. But
it relates not to the.
I don't think so. I mean, like
Don't tell me that.
I don't know. But like, it's really good though.
Okay.
And I think it's the right amount of everything.
Okay.
Where it's like, is she doing? Is this in her head? Is this real?
Okay.
And it's intense. Like there is some intense stuff. I'm not gonna lie. So like, but again, I don't want to say what it is. But
Yeah, don't.
no, I won't. But it's good.
Nice.
That's a good one. But I think that's also something. I didn't watch that when I was younger. I watched it maybe a few years ago, but it really is a good one. That's influenced my writing.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It has been. This is like I feel the year for horror. Like you were saying, Sinners coming out, Weapons. I have not seen Weapons. But the mixed review, I feel like it was a lot more people saying go watch this versus the people that were like it sucks.
Oh yeah.
So,
No,
I'm gonna check that out.
it's definitely check it out. You'll like it.
Yeah, I keep seeing references, like people posting references.
Yeah, me too.
They're like, I want to know.
Yeah. The teacher, I'm like, what's going on?
You know, the teacher reference, I've seen that a lot. But this has just been like a bang out year, I think, for horror movies. So I guess for both of you guys, and I'll answer the question too, what has been highs and lows? So like what's been like your top scary movie that you've seen this year, and then what's been like the booty movie you've seen this year?
This year, oh my god, that's hard. I don't know about this year, but I will say that a scary movie that was really good and really stuck with me was Talk to Me.
Oh,
Talk to Me was peak. I think because it kind of like what you guys were saying, touching on social things. This one wasn't really focused on race, but social media. Like the fact that these kids were getting possessed by a demon
And then like
as like a social media trend.
Yeah.
What the heck? But then, you know, that character had. Yeah.
Oh, yo.
What was
Not
it?
ready.
Run.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, hell. That one I think had me scared. I think that's like top for me. But honestly, don't get me wrong, guys. Like I love the Terrifier movies, but that third Terrifier movie to me was like, I think I'm good on a Terrifier.
You know,
I
I don't really like those movies that much.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new one.
Yeah, go ahead.
The third one. I've seen the first. But
Yeah.
I mean, I am gonna see it though. I am gonna
Okay.
watch it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was too much for me. Kind of like what you were saying, you know, horror is where directors get to go crazy, and that's cool and all.
Y'all need to be in a jail cell, so tell me all.
I'm questioning your motives.
He's like, listen, I'm doing it in the movie, not in real life.
Nah,
It's really
alright, but why so vivid? Like, what's going on upstairs?
Oh, yeah.
What are we trying to work
So
through?
don't think about that. I think the funny thing with those movies, I think they get away with it because it's so low budget.
Yeah.
Like, even though it is like really visceral, it's also so like cartoonish in a way.
Yeah.
Where it's like this isn't real. Like it's so violent
Yeah.
that it becomes like
Yeah,
it's
like,
so
why are
weird.
we putting a tube in, and why are we putting a rat in the tube in his mouth? Like, what's happening right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I think that's why I can appreciate Art the Clown, because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I like the personality in between.
yes. That's
gruesome
the
killing.
best part of him.
I mean, you can tell like that actor is doing his thing.
Yeah.
Always doing it. He's on it.
I think the funniest part from the Terrifier movies is when I think he's like trying to kill one of his like victims. And I don't know what he had. He had some type of weapon. It wasn't working out for him, so he just pulls out a Glock. Like,
that was the third one.
That's the third one.
Yeah.
He's trying to kill somebody and it's not working, so he's just like,
You're like, wait a minute. You know, like they're funny, but I don't know.
No, they're great. I mean, they set out to do what they're doing. If you're not on board, I think they understand. They're also like, this is.
Yeah, I get it. Like it's all in fun, but I was like, okay,
and then what's his name? Leon, Dan, what's his name?
Damian.
Yeah, his thing is the special effects. So,
Right, because he was a special effects artist.
Yeah. So
well, like you said, they're kind of like crappily, like low budget. Like I don't know. Let's move on.
But that last one, I feel like there was no string creating like any type of plot line.
Yeah.
So I think they followed the girl that was supposed to be the heroine, is supposed to be the one that fights the demon that is possessing the Terrifier. But then there's like the other like side character demons, and
There's
then there's like
previous
a portal to
movies.
hell. There was a
Oh,
There's
There's just a lot
There's a
happening.
lot
going on.
I understand that, like, you know, they're giving us the visuals, but it's like, what are we supposed to do with
I
this?
feel like that's why
Yeah.
the second one with me. I felt like there was too much going on. Like the first one is crazy.
Yeah.
He cuts the
Yeah.
woman in half, but like it makes sense. And then the second one, yeah, it's like there's all that lore and like.
I think I liked it just alone when it was just like he's just a batshit crazy dude.
Yeah.
He's just
Right.
killing and it's fun for him. Like
Yeah, he becomes like a paranormal
He's like Freddy
entity.
Krueger.
yeah. I don't like when movies kind of blend the paranormal with it's just regular life and I don't know. The paranormal seems to come from like left field. I don't like that.
I feel it. It has to be
It's
set
a
up.
little too creative.
Yeah. You gotta connect the
Make it
dots.
make sense.
So how about you? What's been like I'm sorry, I'm like wielding this. But you tell me your favorite.
I'll put this spell on you real quick.
Where's those in your heart, mama?
I really this year. I really liked. I liked Companion. I don't know if y'all saw Companion.
I saw Companion was great. You
Yeah,
have seen
it
it?
was
Watch
good.
Companion. Companion was good as hell. I was not expecting how Companion went
Like
down.
don't read anything about it, just watch it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. That's how I went into it.
You know, like go online. But that one I liked a lot. You know, obviously Sinners, Weapons. I like 28 Years Later.
Oh, you did?
That was good.
Why?
I mean, more so as a movie. I mean, like I really liked like the cinematography and what it was going for.
Okay.
Like a lot of like the infrared footage or like the footage of like all the old British stuff. Like his whole connection with his mom, the Ray Fiennes character, like the bald dude. It was like burning the sun. Like it was it's kind of like a very cerebral kind of like sad movie. So I really like that.
Honestly, the only thing I took from that was Mandingo swinging around.
That's all she told me, so I was like, why did you like it? What the hell?
No, it was good. There was all that stuff to it, but I don't know. That was like the scariest
It
part.
wasn't even real. They was like CGI.
You know that for sure. You could have been.
I did my own research.
Okay.
No, but
I need to make sure those were
Second
second
guy.
I think it literally was like whatever Britain's laws. Because I think there's a kid on set. Like they couldn't have that happen.
That's
So they had
I
fake.
didn't think about
So
that.
they had to have like
Yeah,
That's so like.
that was wild.
But they made it as big. They did that on purpose.
I mean, he was a big guy.
I think he told them. He told them, guys, but just like if it's gonna be fake, just make it.
Just go there.
Go there with it. Like, come on.
That was so
I have no problem with anybody thinking that's who I am. You don't have to pay me for this.
This is great.
Spread
It's gonna pay for
this.
itself.
This is gonna go crazy on my OnlyFans.
But that was a really good. Bring Her Back was directed by the guys who made Talk to Me.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it.
Oh,
That one's
that one
intense.
is. I want to see that one.
I didn't like it as much.
Mm.
It's a little That one is Bring Her Back is intense.
Yeah.
And then I would say like the lows I saw. I know he did last summer the remake or the reboot. That was not very good.
Really?
That upset me.
It had Jennifer Love Hewitt in it, didn't it?
And Freddie Prinze Jr. in it.
Oh.
That one was kind of. And then I just saw him.
Oh.
What'd you think of it?
Yeah.
It was. It felt like they really got the visuals down.
Yeah.
Like the writing of it was very. It felt kind of. I don't know what happened there.
I looked at the dude's IMDb, whatever how you say it, and he hasn't done much, so I think this is like a promising start.
Yeah.
I think he could go far, but yeah, it very much lacked in plot point. Like, I don't know what, nothing.
It kind of like fell in the same category as like Nope to me. Just like there was a lot going on. What the fuck was that? Like,
yeah. We didn't commit to any of the tropes that I think we put
I feel
into.
like the ending was kind of like
It didn't earn its ending.
Yeah, it didn't earn its ending at all.
I was like, what? I was like,
Yeah.
so this is what this has been the whole time.
Right?
I feel like they rushed that last 30 minutes to inform us of like what was the aha moment, and then like he had his little, revenge or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm curious as to, like, I have this theory because I've talked to some other people about it. It feels like they shot more stuff, more got cut out.
That makes sense.
Now again, I don't know because it
If you see this, let us know.
And honestly, like I'm curious if if there's like some other longer cut out there that is
A director's cut.
that feels more cohesive at least. Because again, like without giving spoilers, but by the time you get to that scene with him, and Marlon Wayans and him at the end, you're like, wait, what?
They expand on this a little bit earlier, or like now that we're here, let's expand on it some more. But then it was just like they said what they said, and then it was like next thing, and then
it was over.
And did y'all see the older man that was he was a part of the owners of the team?
Yeah.
And he was revealed to be the guy that was like coaching him throughout his like childhood and like kind of grooming him, if you will, for the NFL.
Yeah.
Did we see him before?
I don't think so.
No.
That part had me livid.
I'm telling you,
what do you
all
think
that,
of the picture?
right?
He was there the whole time.
All the fans that are like waiting outside.
Yeah.
The house, what was that all about?
What was that about?
Like, it felt like, oh, we're gonna build to this thing, and like,
Yeah.
there's no. Again, like it's one of those things where I think like when you have too many ideas, I think it can really hard kind of suffocate you. Like that's why I feel like a lot of movies need you need to have like maybe like 3 main ideas for your horror movie.
Agreed.
And if it's not and if one's not working, maybe they can like rewrite. And I think that's the problem. I think they were just like, hey, without this thing, Jordan is gonna produce it, so we have like a little picture. Whereas I think step back and think about those things. And again, I didn't make the movie, and I can easily make a much worse movie. But I feel like him could have been like a good
I was so ready for it to be so good.
kind of
I was
it's
thinking-
sports.
yeah.
And it's this,
I
but
thought it was gonna be more on the CTE. Like I thought the head troubles,
Right.
visions,
Yeah.
and he's gonna be tripping balls because head trauma and.
I thought the whole time it would just be in his head. I
Yeah.
thought Andy killed a bunch of people, and everyone's gonna be like, dude, because he had that head injury in the beginning.
You're right. And then they revealed it. Oh, we gave you the head trauma so that we could bring you. Like what?
Oh my god, this is.
And I get how it tied in with like the Marlon Wayans, thing. I get where they were going, but again, we could have just spent a few more minutes,
Yeah.
connecting the dots, making it make sense. I don't know. It was a little lackluster for me. I was expecting that maybe people who are into sports and into Jordan Peele are gonna go into this movie and they're gonna leave feeling oh my god, these guys in this Redskins game, in this Ravens game, in this Cowboys game, oh my god, call back to him. But I don't feel like it left that kind of lasting afterthought.
Yeah, if they would have stayed strong to the idea of it being a psychological deal and the head trauma, given it with even Marlon having all of that, pushing his body to that limit and it making him go crazy, and kind of that Eyes Wide Shut culty thing where the NFL is this big slave trade type.
Yeah.
If they would have stayed with those two plot points, I think they would have had it go. damn good movie.
Yeah.
And like really showed us that play out where like Marlon Wayans has been like their show pony and you know they've been pimping him out to the NFL or whatever, and then they're bringing in this new guy, and he's getting to see how crazy Marlon is due to how you know how hard he's worked himself. But they just didn't follow through with that. I think that would have been really great. I think that's kind of more along the lines of what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I didn't even anticipate the NFL part, but I think if they would have explored that more, it would have been really good.
I was anticipating it. I thought, kind of like you were saying, like this guy killed a bunch of people. I thought we were gonna like, you know, make people think of Aaron Hernandez type situation, you know, but it just didn't go anywhere. I was like, what the hell?
It's very pretty.
Yeah, very aesthetically pleasing. And I felt like I was telling you, I feel like it was just a tax write-off for Jordan Peele.
Might have been. Like it felt that way.
Because was he even there? Like, I don't feel like come on, Jordan, you didn't tell them, like, what the fuck is
No
this?
pointers or like
They just let them.
Right.
just gotta let them learn.
I'm gonna just write this off. Shit. That's none of my business. Like, okay.
It's crazy. I hope the next thing that he produces is better.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting for his next movie, but if he takes on someone else's project, I wonder if it'll be different this time. If he's gonna be more hands-on.
Yeah,
Or
please.
just be like, I'm only doing my own stuff.
I'm getting a check, yeah. At the end of the day.
100%.
Come on now.
That's fine too, I guess. Highs and lows for me. So I think my favorite movie this year, it came out this year, right? The Bloodlines.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That was really good.
That was really good.
Sorry, I forgot to add that one.
Yeah.
That whole
I forgot
opening
about it,
scene when, and I watched it in 4DX, and that shit was crazy. Where
How was that?
that was an experience for sure. Where you're going up in that elevator with them, basically.
Oh, you are? Oh.
Yeah, because like the seat is like tilting
Oh,
up,
heck no.
and I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. As we started going up, I was like, I already want to leave.
You make me want to shout. Like,
Yeah. You're feeling it all bounce, and then God forbid when you're falling, you feel it like it's so
And
crazy.
I'm a party girl, so don't let me be on the rooftop and that shit start cracking.
Okay, like I will never in my life go into any sort of building like that for a party.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
That was traumatizing. For me, it was the other part that was crazy, which they've actually done in another Final Destination film, but the way that they filmed it in this one was kind of crazy. When she was in the garbage truck, and it was like, oh, smash around
And then it happened, did you think it happened exactly how she called it?
Yeah.
I don't know, they could keep the soccer ball in it.
Yeah, I was like, do you know what universe we're in?
I love the MRI machine.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. And how it looked like the skull from
Yeah, I didn't even see that when and they really built that up because it was always, they had already showed us the nipple rings and everything, and he almost died that way, but it was like a premonition to him.
So subtle.
It was very, they did a lot of taunting with that
Yeah.
movie, where it was like, oh, we're gonna, like, are we gonna?
That's a good one. That's a good
Yeah, I kind of like that with scary movies when they taunt you with the scare. It's like, oh, is there gonna be like the monster in the corner right here? And it's like, ah, right? And then you turn around and it's like, I love shit like that.
It got me in was it Annabelle? Or no, it was in the Conjuring, the most recent Conjuring.
Oh yeah, the Conjuring Last Rites.
Yeah, in the Last Rites when the little girl, she has. You haven't seen it still?
I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
there
there was just one scene where like exactly what you just said happened, and they got me good. Like I yelled in the theater. I was like, ah! I was like the only one. Yeah. It was an embarrassing moment for me because it really got like for somebody who's watched a lot of scary movies, like bitch, why are you yelling in the theater? Embarrassing.
And we didn't come to a scary movie to scream. Like, why are you here?
It's hard to, like, honestly, like, I'm such a psycho. I'll just laugh. I'm just laughing. Like, I'll never, when I saw Weapons, it was like a girl next to me, and I'm guessing her man's, and I think she was just like this. Movie. So, like, anytime something would happen, she'd be like, ah, I would be right next to her. Like, I was like, this is so.
Oh, dude, people were doing that during Terrifier when we went to go see Terrifier.
that one, it's like he's good. I mean, I love his mom died. Like, I remember because we watched it with some of my friends who hadn't seen it last Friday actually. That was really good. That was a fun watch. Like they were not ready. Some of them were.
It's too good. It is really good.
That one's
For
good.
them to be doing the same trope,
Right.
And like successful.
Never
for
bored.
Sure. Yeah.
Never bored.
And I was gonna say my low was gonna be him for sure.
Yeah.
That
That's a
was
lot.
disappointing.
Yeah, him was disappointing.
But I was thinking to like, it's been a really good combo, but to wrap things up, we could play like a little game of Would You Rather Horror Edition.
Okay.
So everybody come up with a Would You Rather. Yeah. So like I guess, horror scenario. Which one would you rather be in? I gotta
Okay.
think of mine. Should have came with it. Should have prepared. Let me see. Would you? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna start. I'm probably lame because I'm just coming off the dome with it. Would you rather be in the Final Destination movies where you are chased by death, or would you rather like have some entity attached to you, kind of like in Picture, how that was like? Would you rather have an entity attached to you or death following you? I guess.
I'd rather have an entity attached to me because if I could just pawn it off like that, I'll pawn it off just like she did.
Yeah, I guess the idea is, can I just pawn that off? Like if we're in the universe of those movies, whereas like I think in Final Destination you can kill someone else and get it off you. But like are we allowing those rules, or are you saying simply just you have a thing or it's death?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, without thinking so much of the solutions, I guess, of the movies. Would you rather, like, which would be more inconvenient for you or less of an inconvenience?
Yeah, I stick with my answer. It would be super inconvenient to. Yeah, I think I'd rather be able to just pawn it off because I'll find a stranger on the street.
Yeah.
If I don't want to kill them.
Well, I'll only say I'm so like OCD. I feel like with death, I can be crazy enough to be like, all right, I know that's gonna fall on my head or something.
Oh, so you'd be like the old lady, the
I
grandma.
think so. I'm like,
Break
maybe,
all of it.
but I don't know. I guess something to pawn off, because then that's like one thing I know. Death is too many variables.
Where's
Yeah,
your
yeah.
identity? That's another human life we're gonna pawn that off on.
Yeah.
It'll be terrible. It'll be a terrible person.
It's not.
Listen, I always have it in my head like that person's racist. Like I can always be like, they killed the kid. Like
I'm going to Trump. Like I'm.
no, exactly.
I'm gonna go stick a picture. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going to the MAGA convention and I'm gonna go fucking take a picture of people upstairs.
Yeah, a lot of pictures, actually.
I'll take a lot of pictures. Actually, how many people can I pull this off to?
Everybody get in the picture.
Everybody.
Say MAGA.
What about you?
Okay, so would you rather be stuck in like one of those loops where you have to find like the hidden treasure or like the X that marks the spot in order to get out? Or would you rather, I don't know, like this is really hard. Or would you rather be the final person, but you have to fight with your hands and you have no other weapons, and like that person has like chainsaws and like whips and like crazy machinery.
I definitely want to be in that loop. Because, I mean, I'm going to keep coming in that loop and learning something new each time. I'm going to get out of there eventually.
Eventually, she's gonna be in that loop for 17 years.
No spares the faith in me.
That would be me.
Are you still the same age when you get out, or have you aged?
Is it like Happy Death Day?
You're
It's like the same
aged.
thing? Oh, you're aged.
You come out aged.
Yeah, I guess with the finding out
You
in
gonna
the last.
uppercut that thing or,
No.
or what?
No.
You go uppercut a chainsaw?
It's like, am I fighting just like, is it really like a supernatural, and it like how like Michael Myers like can't really die, or is it just like a
Yes.
person? With
It's like a Michael
And I
Myers.
think I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
Because just my hands, nah. I'm not a fighter like that anyway. I'm like, there's no way.
Just choose it and then that thing to go
Yeah.
into that.
So y'all are weak is what I'm hearing. No, I'm just kidding.
Or we accept the challenge of being smart using our brain. I'm not a fighter.
I don't know. I came up with that on the fly too.
No, I didn't all that time. I should have been thinking about it. But what about you?
I'm gonna say, would you rather have to go against like a coven,
Okay.
either witches or vampires, which like just a
You
coven?
get to choose.
You can choose.
Okay.
Or would you rather be dealing with a possession situation?
Like being possessed of like.
I think just dealing with it. So like, let's say like, not to, I don't want to put this evil on either of you, but let's say like one of you is dealing, like you're possessed and she has to save you, or she's possessed.
Would you
and
deal
have to
with me
save
if I
her.
was possessed?
That's what I mean. Like would you do that?
I'm taking you to the church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that's nice.
I'll take you to the church.
You're not gonna drop me off? You're gonna stay with me?
Well, like, what if you have to like keep her? Okay. Like, maybe you have to deal with it like it's the exorcist. So like she's like on the bed, like
You gotta go
doing all this stuff. Like you gotta do that. Like you gotta have the Bible.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Exercise.
Our podcast will go up.
Okay.
No. Next episode.
That's fair. Get views.
Yeah.
Get views. So that over fighting like vampires or witches.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna be in the exorcism. I'm gonna read the Bible. And read your Bible. That's gonna be me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
I feel like the solution to both would be both, because I think dealing with a coven, I'm also probably gonna pull out a Bible or dispel just like because they're like a cult, right?
Yeah.
They're like culty
Yeah, but
beliefs.
it's like, do you want to have the whole kitchen cabinet thrown at you, or do you want like spells being cast upon you?
Oh.
Like-
I mean, theoretically, do the spells work? They're
Imagine-
real witches?
I say in this situation, they're real like
Oh,
all witches.
okay, they're real witch. They can really do some shit.
They can do some
Yeah,
shit.
not all.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm a real witch.
She's kind of nice. Yeah, she's not singing. She's not misunderstood. These are some evil.
She's not just black shit.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, because you can exercise a possession, so I guess it would have to be an exorcist. I don't even read my Bible either. I should.
It's okay as long as you recite the words.
Okay.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
God.
Yeah, God just wants to hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna accept it.
I'm just saying.
Even if you don't, you might accept it.
Right.
That's true. As long as you know you thought about it.
Right. It's benevolent, right?
All forgiving.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
We'll find out.
figure it out.
Let's not.
No, yeah, knocking on all the way in the building. Okay, but I think we're gonna wrap it up. It's about our time. We are terrible at drinking drinks, y'all. These drinks are so cool.
Y'all.
Us. She did
Alright,
this.
you did that, alright.
I came to work and I was like,
Cheers, you guys. Again, we are here with our friend Bryan, and it has been such a pleasure. Be sure to like and comment on this episode. Let us know what was your favorite movie this year. What did you think was ass, and why? And stay tuned for our next episode of Unfiltered Film Club. Bye.
bye.